Lonnie is trying to keep it together and keep her mind off of the fact that she has not heard from Brennan in months, guys. She is starting to wonder if something bad has happened to him. And just the thought of not seeing him and his beautiful hazel eyes just just rocks her soul to the core. But she definitely tries in front of the kids to keep a smile on her face. She tries to stay busy because if she has one moment alone, she sobs uncontrollably. Krista has been a big help as usual, helping with the kids and making sure they are fed and homework is done. She sees the way Krista dotes over Chloe as if she was her own. Kylie wonders how Krista might be feeling right now. Just as she was reconnecting with her son and now no communication, Krista must also be hurting as well. Kylie is tired of the waiting game and is thinking about calling a detective to help find Brennan. And if she does this for anyone, she must do it for her daughter. As Kylie works out in the gym, she is just upset, guys. And she just can't take it anymore. And she is waiting on a phone call. She made a phone call to a detective, and the detective told her that he would be giving her a call as soon as he has heard anything about Brennan. And so she is so apprehensive about what he will say. I mean, she did call, but she's still kind of like, just sobbing and crying and just trying to make some kind of sense as to what happened to Brennan. So although she is really kind of nervous about hearing about, what has happened to Brennan, she still has bad thoughts. She has bad thoughts that maybe something terrible has happened, and it just kind of really, just really bothers her. And she comes down to the gym because it really makes her feel, kind of comfortable, a little bit at peace to work off some of this steam. So, I don't know, guys. What she's doing right now is that she's going to call up Keenan. Now, Keenan is a good friend of hers, and he's going to actually give her some information that she had been waiting for. And her heart is beating literally out of her chest, and she is actually, kind of happy, but not so happy. Because, guys, she has found out some information through Keenan, and she's telling him, I don't know why I didn't call you in the first place. I thank you for all of this information. Drama Queen Chloe runs frantically into Lorenz and Kylie's room, screaming, monsters, monsters, and Big Brother LJ following right behind her. Kylie and Lorenz, groggy with sleep, hurry to the kids' room to spray the creepy monsters. Kylie reassures Chloe by using the magical pretend spray, and it works every time. Kylie loves being a mom, and every time she looks at Chloe, she sees Brennan. She hates the fact that Brennan is not able to share these moments with his daughter, but now that Kylie has found out about Brennan's whereabouts, she cannot wait to see him. The next morning, Kylie is in deep thought, you guys, like real deep thought. She is excited to finally see Brennan today, one on one, hand in hand, but for some reason a little nervous. This is the day she has been waiting for. To finally see the man she loves. Her deep thoughts are quickly interrupted by Krista, who was staring at her for quite some time. And so she basically says to Kylie, I know how you feel being with someone that you don't love, wishing to be with someone else. And Kylie says to her, I don't know what you're talking about. And if any of you guys know Kylie, she will definitely play like she doesn't know what's going on. She's very secretive. And Krista says, I know everything. I know that you are in love with my son. And I also know that Chloe is my granddaughter. And Kylie says, no, that is not true. And she doesn't even want to turn around. And Krista says, honey, I am on your side. And Kylie's still a little apprehensive, feels some type of relief, and begins to open up to Krista, telling her she has found Brennan and that she's going to see him today. And guys, it's just so crazy that, Kylie is finally able to, go and see Brennan. And she's excited, but yet she's still apprehensive about the whole thing, being, dealing with the circumstances. And so they begin to talk about Brennan a little more. And, of course, Krista just met her son not too long ago. So she just tells her to be careful. She had found some information out about Brennan in the past. And she just wants her to know, just be careful, be safe, make sure that let me bring down the walls. Make sure that you are making the right decision when it comes to Brennan. You're a beautiful girl. You've got a beautiful family. Don't mess this up, over love. I've been there. I've done that. And just make the right decision. But whatever decision, I'm going to, support you. I'll definitely be here to support you because I know that you haven't had all of the support in the past. And, Kylie feels very reassured, guys. She feels very confident about her meeting with Brennan today, guys. And I just cannot wait for the union. I just cannot wait. For the last several months, guys, it has been like hell for Brennan. And don't get it twisted. This has not been his first time being in prison, but now it is literally getting at him. It is literally eating at him. He has been spending the last several months at Litchfield Penitentiary, and he is just, working off some steam this morning, just trying to make sense of everything that's been going on. And, your guy is just really, really, he's missing Kylie, he's missing his daughter, and he's just feeling some kind of way. He's feeling some kind of way. He feels betrayed by his boss. He feels betrayed by the whole situation. And, guys, he is facing some pretty hard time if he's not able to get out of this mess that he has made for himself. And he's been a little bit apprehensive to even contact Kylie. It's been a few months and he knows that she is possibly, or no, pretty much that she is definitely wondering where he is. But, he is just so embarrassed because, Brennan kept a very, very secret life. And so Kylie does not know this life that he lives. And so to let her into knowing what's really going on is tearing him apart. Lonnie waits in anticipation because today she will finally see Brennan. And here he walks in as sexy as ever. And yeah, this is Brennan, guys. He is in the flesh, and she is so happy to see him, and they just begin to chop it up like old friends and talking about all kind of stuff. And I have to admit, at first, it's a little bit awkward because it's like Kylie fell in love with someone that she really didn't know. And so, your girl Kylie is a little bit bougie. And so this is big for her to come to a prison and see a man that's in jail. Not only a man, it's her baby's her baby daddy, so she's a little bit like, I cannot believe you're in here, but yet she's so happy to see him. And yeah, so she's just so happy to see him, and she just wants everything to be okay. She just wants to start a life with him. And so they're flirting back and forth and, just enjoying each other's company. And, they are so in love that they don't even see the fact that he is behind bars, that he's wearing this ugly gray jumpsuit. And it's just like, when are they going to be able to be happy? And so she's telling him that, I'm going to definitely try and find you a lawyer. I definitely want us to be together. And, Brennan is just basically telling her, I really can't tell you much, but I want you to know that, I love you and I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to definitely get out of here. And so she's going to go ahead and they're going to go ahead and take a picture together, just so that she can have something your girl can have something to remember him by. I don't want it to be too sad. Aw, look at them taking a picture. I don't want it to be too sad, but, Brennan might be going up for a long, long time. He might get a long time in jail. And so, prison rather. It's even worse than jail. So, he is going to have to do a lot to be able to get out of jail. And I think that, let me do dark and then I'll do a light. And so I think Kylie's going to help him, guys. I think that, through her connections, maybe she'll be able to get him out. Maybe, just maybe, she'll be able to get her man out so that they can start living their life. For real though. So yeah, guys, so they're just gonna kind of hang out a little bit longer. I'm gonna have her go ahead and share some photos of the kids. I know that, Brennan has definitely been wanting to see his daughter, and, he's just kind of looking at the pictures, and, he is just so, he's sad on one end, because he knows that he needs to change his life, and, he just wants Kylie to know that, he is behind her, and that, he really wants to be with her. But, on the other hand, she's telling him that, that she wants to leave Lorenz, and, he's telling her, just kind of, I'm not going to help you make that decision, but if that's the decision that you want, I want to be with you, and, I don't want you to leave Lorenz unless you're absolutely sure. And, she's just basically telling him that, I want to be with you. I can't see myself being without you. And yeah, so it's just like, she is just like, feeling like, when are we going to be happy? Like, when is this time going to be for us? And before they could say any more, guys, yeah, the security has come, and, he's ready to take Brennan away. And I just don't know, guys. I hope these two can finally be together. We'll have to wait and see. So later that evening, after seeing Brennan in the prison, Kylie is even more and more ready to call it quits between her and Lorenz. She just doesn't know how to end it. It's just crazy that, they've only been married no longer than maybe about 5 or 6 years, and she's just, she's fallen in love with another man. And tonight, Lorenz is asking her exactly, what is going on? You're acting different. And I don't know, how can we save this marriage? And he brought Kylie here today because he wants to save his marriage. He wants their marriage to work. And Kylie is just, through with it. She's through with it. So she just begins to chew him out. She begins to chew him out about just random stuff. It's just that, guys, she's just ready to go. She's ready to go. She's ready to make a new life with Brennan. And if you guys remember from last season, she wasn't really quite ready to leave. She wasn't quite ready. But now she is. She feels more and more determined that her and Brennan can have a life together. She's already called the lawyer to basically get these two together. She's called the lawyer to make sure that, he gets Brennan out of jail. And she actually got some pretty good news. And so she's finding out that she could possibly get Brennan out of jail. And, you know, Lorenz is just upset at this point, and Kylie is not really telling him anything, but he is saying to her, who is it? I want to know who is it, and she's saying, why does it have to be someone? It's no one. It's you. It's the fact that it's just not going to work for us. It's not going to work for us, and the snob that Kylie is, she just goes and starts, kind of not paying attention and just being a boozy ish, you know what I mean. And so, they continue to, try to discuss this, and Kylie's just done, and Lorenz is just not ready to let go. He's not ready to let go. To him, yeah, they might have had some ups and downs, but, he's just not ready to let her go. And, Kylie is like, it's over. And I think Kylie knows that it'll be a little bit hard at first, but she thinks that she can do this on her own and she has to. So she stands up from the table and she kindly tells him, don't bother looking for me or the kids because we will not be returning. We won't be returning now and probably not ever. Okay? And then he says, you know what? You're going to hear from my lawyers. And he just gives her all kind of nasty words, as you can see, with the X across her name. And he says, no one messes with Lorenz. No one messes with Lorenz Blackmon. And she says, well, you know what? You know what? I don't care because I'm out of here. I'm tired of your controlling ways. And I don't care. I'm out of here. And with that, she walks and turns away, and she is just like through with it. So these two guys, I definitely think they're going to be getting a divorce. And, Kylie, I think she feels, vindicated in a way. Like, it doesn't even bother her. And, with that, she storms and she basically walks away. And she's upset because of all of the things that he said that were just terrible. But, it's just over. It's just over. And that's the end, guys. That is the end of that. Early the next morning, Kylie has already hired a nanny that will be helping out with the kids. And now that she'll be staying kind of for right now permanently at the Smoothie Hotel, she has a lot to do. A lot to do. And after she finishes talking to the nanny, she's definitely going to get on the phone with her lawyer and, talk about some things that are going to try and, keep her and the kids safe and keep the kids, basically she wants full custody of the kids. And so she's just kind of explaining to the nanny, don't let anyone strange into the house when I'm not here, and definitely not Lorenz. And she just knows this is going to be an ugly, ugly fight over the kids. And she's ready for it. She's definitely ready for it because she feels like she is the more fit parent to care for the kids. And so when the kids wake up, she gives LJ a really warm hug, and she wants the kids to feel comfortable. She's telling them a little bit about the divorce, but not really, because she doesn't want them to worry. She doesn't want them to worry. And I think the main thing is that, how is she going to, bring Brennan into the picture? How is she going to bring Brennan in the picture? Being that it's Chloe's dad, she definitely wants Chloe to have a relationship with her father. And being that LJ is adopted, she knows that she's going to really, really have a fight over LJ with Lorenz. And so, guys, I'm gonna have to take a picture of this right here. But I just don't know if Kylie is making the right decision. But I think that, sometimes love just kind of conquers all. And, her being married to a billionaire and now living in the Smoothie Hotel, which is a very nice hotel, mind you. But, it's definitely going to be a change, not only for her, but definitely for the kids. And so she's decorated the room just so that the kids can feel comfortable. And you can tell your girl had already been planning this because she already had the room. She already had, everything set up for her to finally leave Lorenz. And so, guys, I am going to leave you all with this. And I don't know, guys. We'll just have to see what happens next, and I will see you all in the next part.
Well,